Greetings, my fellow Clashers, and when I say Clashers, well, today it takes on a whole new meaning. Yes, it is true, Supercell is in the process of releasing a new game. This game is called Clash Royale, and it is based upon Clash of Clans characters, but in a completely new setting. It is completely different than anything I have ever seen. And if you want to see more right away, then check me out on Camcord. I plan on live streaming this game. Camcord is available for both Android and iOS users. It's free. You can download it and follow me and never miss a notification of when I stream. Now, the game isn't going global immediately. There is going to be a test release in Canada, Nordic countries, and New Zealand. So if you have one of those accounts, you're in luck. Otherwise, you can check me out on Camcord and decide for yourself if this game is for you. Now for me, yes, I am loving playing this game. Yes, that was what the super secret trip to Finland was with 7 other YouTubers, and more is coming out on that tomorrow. But check this out. It's a tower defense style game, but it's played in real time and it's deck based. So these things at the bottom are cards. You've got a deck that you put together of cards that you can use on attack and defense. The cards, some are new, some are old. You've got goblins in barrels, you've got princes, you've got goblins in huts, barbarians, dragons, giants, golems, P.E.K.K.A, you name it. Pretty much everything that exists in Clash of Clans and far more has come to life in Clash Royale. Now, once you've beaten the trainers, the tutorial section of this game, the entire game is PvP based, meaning you are going head-to-head with one other player in a 3-minute battle for supremacy. You can see you've got lanes, 2 lanes here, really a bridge towards the opponent's towers. So you've got a king and 2 towers that you have to protect while trying to take out at least one of the opponent's crown towers. So you're battling for crowns here. You kill the king, that's 3 crowns. You take down a tower, that's 1 crown. And at the end of 3 minutes, if it's tied, it goes into sudden death. Also notice that elixir is the resource. It builds up on its own over time. You've got to use that strategically. It's all about moves and counter moves. Countering your opponent's deployment of troops, knowing what he is about to send down, knowing what troops work best in what situations. Do you want to rush his towers, rush his king? Do you want to sit back and try to defend? Do you save up your elixir, or do you go for it, spending it as soon as you can possibly earn it? The cards also come up randomly out of your deck. You'll notice in the last 60 seconds, the elixir production is doubled, so you are deploying cards like crazy. In this case, a 3-crown win ends the battle, but let's move on and take a little bit more in-depth look at the game. So this is my home screen, and let's move right on to the battle deck. This is the most crucial part of the game. You've got cards that you have to collect, and you can choose 8 of those cards to insert into your battle deck. You bring those to battle, and only those 8 cards will come up randomly into those 4 windows that you saw. You can see hog riders, you've got barbarian huts, giants, all sorts of spells as well. Freeze spells, lightning spells, rage spells, fireballs, all sorts of different things that you've never seen before. You have new characters that have never existed before, a mini P.E.K.K.A, a prince, a musketeer. You can see we've got minion hordes, and yes, expos, and even inferno towers and golems. So you've got cards that are troops, cards that are spells, and cards that are structures that can be used defensively and offensively. There's even an elixir collector card. We'll take a look at the level 1 witch right here. Yes, she spawns skeletons just like the regular witch does, and because I've collected a couple of witch cards, I'm able to upgrade her to level 2. You see she gains in hit points, her statistics improve. I've earned some experience points as well, but I will need 4 more witch cards in order to upgrade her to level 3. And that's the way the game works. Each upgrade will cost more and more cards that you have to collect, and you get those cards in chests. Now, you get free chests. You also can earn chests by winning battles. And there are all sorts of different chests, but the most coveted chest of all, the magical chest. Here it is, and we're going to open one right here. So you get gold, which helps you upgrade. You also get a number of different cards. So you can see it's random, and we got 43 mortars out of this magical chest, 1 rare wizard card, 5 rare elixir collectors. We got goblin huts, and you can see a couple more cards. There it is, an epic freeze spell card has been unlocked, and another witch card, so that is what enabled me to upgrade my witches to level 2. So without further delay, let's get into a battle. It's Galadon versus Tim. And you can see the elixir starts to collect at the bottom of the screen, and I prefer to try to let it build up right to just about 10 before I start dropping some spear goblins in the back to begin with, trying to wait and see what Tim is going to do. Tim drops a goblin hut, and now I've got a freeze spell and a hog rider, but my hog rider goes over, it targets structures just like a hog rider in Clash of Clans does, and it takes down the goblin hut. So now I've got some barbarians on the left-hand side. I dropped a barbarian hut. Now Tim has dropped witches, and he has a mirror card, which enabled him to drop 2 witches, one right after the other. I am in big trouble. Those witches just about as dangerous in Clash Royale as they are in Clash of Clans, but I drop a fireball on the witches. They are badly damaged. Most of the skeletons are down. Now I've got spear goblins. I'm going to drop them in and try to get those witches out of the way. Doesn't work out, and again, struggling to get these witches down. Finally, the barbarians are moving in, and they will help get that last witch down. But in the meantime, Tim's dropped another goblin hut, and that is going to start to spew out goblins for a limited amount of time. Now I'm trying to save up some elixir here. I'm going for the Hog Rider sneak attack. I've got a freeze spell ready, and I drop that freeze spell. It freezes the units he dropped to try to counteract the Hog, and it freezes the tower, which can protect itself to a certain extent. The Hog Rider's not going to quite get that tower down, but a lot of damage was done. Now Tim counters with goblins and a balloon. Man, those balloons are tough to get down. You've got to be prepared. He uses his mirror card again, so now he was able to drop 2 balloons. I've dropped my witch. It is getting crazy right now. I did not have the cards to counter these balloons. I needed either archers, spear goblins, or maybe minions, and sure enough, Tim goes ahead 1 crown to 0 by taking out my right-hand tower. So it looks like I'm in trouble, but now I am on the offensive. My witch, my goblins, my barbarian are working on the right tower, and there I've tied it up with 60 seconds left. Double elixir. We are tied 1 crown to 1. I'm going to work. I've got a few elixir building up. So on the offensive, I drop my giant, and this already is proving to be a pretty strong strategy. Giant hog rider as they move in, and I've got the freeze spell, and that's going to stop the witch, stop the tower from defending itself. A fireball is going to take out the smaller units and let me do some serious damage to that tower. Tower about halfway down, but again, 30 seconds left, and here comes Tim's witch. I drop my spear. No, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna drop a giant. He freezes me. He's frozen my barbarian hut as his witch moves in. I've got a giant. I've got barbarians. They get frozen again. So somehow Tim again uses this mysterious mirror card and drops 2 freeze spells, but that allows me to save up some elixir and move in with a massive offensive. Hog Rider Giant. We've got a massive confrontation. The witch, the barbarians. As time counts down, I drop another freeze spell. Time runs out and it goes to sudden death. But I have all sorts of units over there, and sure enough, with a fireball exclamation point, this is going to end that tower, end this battle, and I win 2 crowns to 1. Oh my gosh, this game is exhausting. Let me tell you, the battles have been so close. It is so crazy. It is going to be highly competitive. And again, it's only out in Canada, Nordic countries, and New Zealand at first. But it should go global soon because I anticipate people are going to love it. So let me know what you think. Again, check me out on Camcord if you want to see me play it live. And hopefully we will have a whole new era in Clash. We've got Clash of Clans, and now we've got Clash Royale. So make sure you subscribe for all sorts of crazy Clash related videos. And of course, I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, I'll win this game too, and I'll beat you. You can bet your bottom $17 on that one.